Welcome back to Shalisa Marie Radio. This is episode 34. We are back with the boys to speak about trifling women, since they think there are such plenty trifling women in this world.
Yeah. You don't think so?
So in the last episode, I broke down the definition of trifling, and that the definition of trifling means that we basically lack significance. We have nothing to offer, but the woman from birth carries motherly traits, and we take care of ours. So to call us trifling.
Well, let's get into it. Why do you guys think women are trifling? Have you had any experience with trifling women?
Here we go. Yes. All right, so here's one thing I learned. See, now I have a girl, and I realized that, like, women be trifling, as in saying, like, these girls that did not want to pay me no mind before, now that I have a shorty's, like, they got turned on.
Niggas do that too.
What?
But are
Niggas
those
do that too?
Is that certain kind of women, or are those like I feel like there's two different kinds of women in this world. There's like the women who are like into the clubs, you know, promoting bottle service. And then there's the girls who...
Okay. I'm talking librarians. I'm talking, like, people that...
That's a librarian.
I'm talking all types. Like, just girls, like... I don't know. It's like females find it more attractive when you're cuffed to holler at you compared to when you're single. I don't know what it is.
I guess it's more of a challenge, in a way.
Something that they technically shouldn't have access to.
We all want what we can't have.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a general statement because niggas are like that too. When you're in a relationship, I feel
Same
like
shit.
More guys contact me when I'm in a relationship.
Same shit.
So
I
do agree. Like, but I feel like the men started. Like the men that are in a relationship will still hit you up, knowing goddamn well that they have a girl, and depending on how you respond, they're willing to cheat. Especially if they're not.
Depending.
And even if you even mention their girlfriends to them and say, yo, like, are you for real right now? Like, you have a girl. Like, does she know that you're doing this? Most of them don't even care. And I've experienced this. Like, they don't care. So
say his name.
You want to talk about trifling women. Now I feel like trifling men is a universal thing. It's in movies, it's in TV shows. All women across the world. I feel like I'm gonna say there are scenarios where women hurt men. I'm not gonna undermine those scenarios, but I think that majority of the time it is the man disrespecting or going off and doing whatever he wants to the woman. It's never the other way around. Majority of the time. Again, I'm not undermining the scenarios where a girl may cheat on her man.
Let me tell you something. All right. Enough of that. So, understand, I grew up with females. You get me? So I know start to finish what guys do wrong, and I know what girls do as retaliation. I know how girls are evil and what they say about guys and da-da-da-da-da. So I heard a lot of stories about girls having rosters. True or false?
True.
All right.
I think it's a must.
Explain why you think it's a must.
Because it's healthy to explore different options. If you meet a guy at 16 and then you get married to him and you're with him for the rest of your life, you've never experienced anyone else, and eventually you're going to get bored of him. So it's good to know what you like and what you don't like. You learn from each man that is on your roster what you like and what you don't like. You crumble it all up, and then you find someone who carries all of those traits in one.
I guess, but on the other hand, some people find their like love at 16, you know. So if you know, I feel like you'll only have a roster if you don't like 100% feel that this person
connection
is the one. Yeah.
Then you're
venturing off. Like me, I'm kind of a wanderer, you know. So
let me stop you real quick. We ain't talking 16. We talking grown ass women.
It doesn't matter.
Y'all grown ass women have 5 niggas. You have a boops, you have the food guy, the driver.
The work husband. That's real.
That's real.
Why? We don't have that. We have...
You guys flirt with girls at your workplace?
We flirt with them, but we
And
don't have...
he's not going to say anything. He's not going to say anything right now in this current present moment. But you guys flirt with girls at your work? What else do you do? Do you have a roster?
I do not. I don't have very high tolerance for entertainment. I don't know how some niggas entertain multiple women. I just don't have...
Why don't you entertain multiple women? Now, just to let you guys know, last episode we broke down the difference between a genuinely good guy and a trifling guy. Go ahead.
Oh, so you're about to phase me into
Yeah.
Like I said before, I don't have the time. Like, between work and my own personal life, like, if I'm entertaining one person, dealing with their energy, whatever they're going through, whatever they bring to the table, that's usually enough. And even if I did have the leisure, the time to entertain multiple women, it's just... I've seen enough of what happens to my own niggas when they deal with other women, and why am I gonna go and follow that
Put yourself in that position.
Yeah, it never ends well. There's the 1-2 that can get away with it without incident, but for most, it's just a headache, because you already know that you're stressful. By nature.
They know. They won't accept it, though.
Why would you multiply that by 2, 3, 4?
So, Phoenix, you're in a committed relationship now, but you often refer to yourself as a whore before. So, you give us the details as to how did you maintain this whore life?
Okay. All right. So, for those who don't know,
Hot Girl Summer won.
this-
Hot Girl Summer, we won.
We won.
Clearly.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyways, I used to say I was the CEO of being a city boy. Like, I used to, like, I do club promoting and stuff, so I used to party, get paid to party, turn up, meet people, chill with celebrities, all that. And I'm just screaming, City Boy Summer, the whole summertime. And then God looked at me and said, oh, City Boy.
Laughs at your plans.
He's like, all right, I'm going to set this up right here, put this here. I had a show in, like, Waterloo, and I met my girl, and then City Boy, that was out the window. That was done. So... I used to be...
Would you say that you used to be a trifling dude?
Not really, actually. Like, me... Okay, here's the thing. Even though I said City Boy Summer, I always said, and tell me if I'm lying, I always said women ain't shit.
You just said that in the car.
Thank you. Thank you. See? Right?
But how can you say woman ain't shit, but you have a full-out woman?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. You can't contradict yourself, and do not say that's specific, or like you're not identifying that with your current girlfriend right now. That doesn't make any sense. If you respect her, you should respect all women.
Oh, listen, I respect women, but I'm just saying, like, y'all know what y'all be doing. Like I said, I grew up with females. I see what y'all be doing.
And it's the same for y'all, because y'all be cozied up with your nigga
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter tweeting,
But niggas ain't shit.
And you cuddling with your match. So
Mm-hmm, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's the same,
Oh, yeah.
It's the same coin.
I can attest to that like
When he pisses me off.
I can say women are definitely
When he pisses me off.
We're definitely more sneaky, and we definitely think things through.
Yeah.
So that we don't get caught, whereas guys are just dumb. And
we do stuff in the moment. You guys set up from A to Z while on,
so does that make
and it hurts.
Ooh,
does
that
hurts.
make women more trifling than men?
Yes.
Because
No.
we think things through?
I think so.
No.
Because if you guys have a game plan, we just said, oh, she has a fat ass. Period. You guys actually say, okay, I'm going to fuck his cousin, and then his cousin's going to end up telling him eventually. Right?
now.
That's how you guys set up everything. We just say, okay, fuck it, YOLO.
But you
She's not
guys-
going
But
to
what's
find
worse,
out.
thinking
Fuck
something
them.
through or like doing it right in the moment?
I think
You did it right in the moment, so like you didn't
Both?
care. You
I think the
didn't
fact that you sat down and thought about it, of being evil, is different.
Okay, question for everyone in this room. Have you ever cheated on your partner?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, I haven't cheated on my partner, but I'm not defending cheaters.
Is flirting cheating?
Yes. That's an emotional entertainment. That's emotional entertainment, and I definitely do not fuck with that because it's not funny.
Men,
What do
is
you-
flirting
what do you-
cheating?
Wait,
what
however,
do you
though-
consider, what do you consider flirting?
Wait,
though?
I also
If you
think
blink at
though,
a female, you cheated, fam.
I also think though that flirting is actually healthy for the soul. Like just human nature. I think that everyone flirts. Like, everyone in this entire world flirts. It's okay to
So then
flirt.
is it cheating?
Okay, so what do you?
I just
and
think that's
Patrice
emotionally
consider-
entertaining. And
What do you guys consider flirting? If a guy that you're interested,
Giving a compliment to a girl,
Yeah.
You know, you're just talking her up. Like, you're just
being friendly.
making
If you're
No.
friendly,
No.
you're cheating.
specific. You need to be specific. Yeah.
Okay, flirting would be like,
making a sexual joke.
okay,
Okay. How,
That's-
Alright.
To me,
Yeah.
that's flirting. Like,
example.
joking. Okay, like oh, Shalisa, you look beautiful in that dress today.
Oh my God.
I already know he's watching my entire figure.
yeah.
He's not just complimenting me on my dress. He's definitely, if it's a dress that I'm wearing and it's printing out all of my bodily figure, then I know that he's complimenting me on my body, which could be a example of him trying to flirt with me.
If you're commenting on, if you're dating me and you're commenting on another woman's body,
It's flirting. You're
then,
flirting.
Yeah.
And he's saying it
I'm
with
gonna
a smirk.
feel ways. Unless like,
He's saying it with a smirk.
I don't know. It depends.
See, the thing is,
okay.
here,
if
hold
it's
on,
like,
hold on.
If it's like a celebrity, or if it's like
Okay, that's what.
That's-
that's fine.
completely
But like,
different.
if it's someone that you've been with, and you're like, is he didn't?
Yeah, we good.
Oh, okay, so he didn't say happy birthday to me, and I just guilt tripped him into getting me a gift.
What the fuck?
Well, you're single.
You ain't shit. The fuck?
You're single. You can do whatever
the
you
ass?
want.
Like-
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want in that scenario. But like, if you're in a relationship and you're doing that, that's a whole different topic.
As much as I want to deny it, that is true.
It's yeah,
Because realistically, if my girl ever gave a guy a compliment, I'm airing that bitch out.
yeah.
So I can't even like say, yeah, compliments don't mean nothing. Da, 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 da. Like, but sometimes you girls make it seem like everything is cheating. True or false?
No,
No,
I don't think so.
It depends on the temperament
so.
of the woman, but there are many instances where the guy will just be like, "Yo, like I'm just going out with my friends," and immediately, who are your friends? Or who are you going out with? And if it's coming from a point where he's done something in the past that has made him untrustworthy,
Then
fine.
then
But-
they're going to say,
Yeah.
then they're going to say that everything he does is emotional cheating.
Yeah, but if it's for instance a guy in your past who has done that to you, and then this new guy you're with says, "Hey, I'm going for my friends," but that insecurity from your past is messing with
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
You force that onto him,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "Yo, what?"
That is true.
That's
And that's trifling.
That's what most females do.
Okay.
Females
I
do that
definitely have trust issues
Yeah.
when it comes to guys, just because like past relationships, obviously, but it's
Listen.
also because of me, because like I know like what I'm capable of, so I get scared, obviously, that like people are gonna do that to me.
shit. Shouldn't females like make sure the baggage from the last house be gone before they go into a new house?
I do try, but like
Everyone,
trust
for
is
sure.
such a
Y'all
big
females,
thing.
like, I don't know. Y'all females just bring all the dirty laundry into the new crib.
I don't think so.
Men do that too.
Like what?
I feel like it's
Men do
more,
that too.
it's
They
more
do.
pronounced. It's more pronounced in women because you guys hurt.
We're
like it
emotional.
emotionally. So you keep that with you, and like you can try and rid yourself of it, but like it's still gonna be there. So even if this guy has never done anything to hurt you, there's still that point at the back of your head where you're like, okay, well, what if? And then that snowballs, and you guys end up jumping to conclusions, and then he's just like, yo, like, chill. Like, I'm literally.
I think it's worse for men because they don't show their emotion. So then when one thing like rubs them the wrong way, they just snap, you know? Whereas women, we at least communicate from, I feel like, well, for me, like I communicate from jump that like I have trust issues.
Can you blame us for not showing emotion though?
Okay.
I like
hold
when
up,
a guy shows
hold up,
emotions though.
Hold up. In our last episode, we again broke down the difference between a humble guy and one who is not. Now, a trifling guy will not be humble. He will not be vulnerable. He will not open himself to expressing where he is wrong. A good guy will be like, okay, yo, baby, I'm sorry.
Or be
You know,
open to conversations about what
About
he's
the
not
flaw.
good at. Yeah,
where they
about
can
his
fix
flaws.
it instead of taking it as a shot and being like, okay, yo,
That's my
fuck
ego,
you. That's my
da-da-da.
yeah, like why you telling me about my flaws? Like, but
That's true.
recognize that we all have flaws. And it's okay to be wrong in certain areas. And it's okay to start over with someone new also, and actually start that journey of being vulnerable with that person if you're connected to them in that type of way.
It's okay to know about our flaws, but women never accept it. If we are right in the argument, it's like all hell breaks loose. True or false?
You cannot generalize this because I feel like each woman
see
is
when I'm
different.
wrong.
I feel like each woman is different. That's just a personal opinion. I really don't think the girls that I know and my people, like, I really feel like we own up to where we are wrong and where we are vulnerable.
Well,
I don't feel like
congratulations.
it's all girls. So you saying all women
Congratulations.
is false.
You
I'm speaking for the women who are okay with being vulnerable.
But sometimes you guys make us feel bad about being vulnerable.
Even being vulnerable.
It's like, oh, like you guys are too emotional, or like you're
Yeah.
asking for too much, and it's like, no, like communication is important. So I just want you to know how I feel, and I want you to accept how
Sometimes
I feel.
when I get that, I like to know how my girl feels, but sometimes you guys be like you guys don't know when to start and then end, and then it's just you guys continue it, and you're like, okay, we got the point, but you'll say it in 100 different ways.
Are you giving her reassurance that she has been heard?
Yes. Of course.
Okay.
Because the first thing we have to do as a guy is apologize. Even if we're not like wrong, we still have to apologize.
You're still wrong.
We're still wrong, right?
That's the
So we say sorry, and it's just like you don't get it, and it's still more and more and more.
It depends though, because if like as soon as like you guys have the discussion and you're just like, baby, I'm sorry, before she even then I get why she's like, you're not even listening. 'Cause you're not. You're just trying to de-escalate and end the situation. So I get that, listening. And the earlier point that you made about men being trifling if they're not vulnerable.
Do you agree
like
with that?
sometimes it depends, because sometimes we don't. I'm not speaking for myself, but some men just don't grow up in that environment where they're encouraged to be vulnerable about their feelings.
But is this
And
an excuse? Because you get to a
shouldn't-
point where you become an adult,
It
right?
shouldn't
It don't
be.
matter.
It shouldn't be.
It does matter. I
Because
feel like
girls-
that's an excuse to stay
not-
limited.
That's
like
that's like saying you see some girls acting like strippers and whores, and their excuse to have daddy issues.
listen, that's like a rapper coming out of the hood and making a difference in his life and becoming poppin'. He had no excuse to be like, yo, I'm from the hood, I'm poor, we don't have food, we don't have access to anything. No, he made a way for himself. So to say, oh, I grew up in that environment, I can't be vulnerable because I was taught this, and now I'm 23 and I'm still using the excuse, oh, I grew up in an environment where I wasn't taught this, then break the damn curse, break the generation
There has to be
gap.
some-
But those type of
Yeah,
people,
but
you
not-
just have to let them be, because
'cause
like
not
some
everybody
people
has-
not everyone's open
nobody
to
has that
change,
ability.
nor do they have those utilities to even make the change, or nor do they want to make the change.
There has to be something to make the change
So
happen.
yeah, you just gotta.
I think if a man really wants a woman, like, he will make it known. Like, there can, like, I feel like relationships and how people function in relationships are subjective. In one relationship, one person cannot be vulnerable and cannot be expressive, and they don't want to talk and they don't want to do this, and then all of a sudden, and let's say they were with that girl for like 9 years, never did any of that. Then they meet another girl. She's only been in his life for like 4 months, and he's like, whole switch has changed. He wants to be vulnerable, he wants to express himself, he wants to apologize all the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it just depends on
Who
the
the person
subject.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
it depends on the person.
But another segue into why women can be trifling is your choice in some of these men, because some of these men, you know from the jump that they have no pure intentions with you. You know they don't want you, and that your conditions or what you look for is so strict, and that you still pick the wrong guy. So
You guys want some guy that like can treat like a queen, and he's so
And he's from
soft
the
and
hood,
touching.
and he's
The man's
like-
trapping out the bando, has
like,
two telly things.
You want
heard he's
everything
abusive.
in one. You
Facts.
want everything in one, but you can't have that.
Doesn't make sense,
So
bro.
you need these guys who have each side of it, and you want your cake and you want to eat it too, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
Cake
that's true.
sour.
So
I do want my cake and eat it
a
too.
portion of the reason some of you, not all of you, end up in these situations is because you're not seeing that. You're not seeing that you can't have a hood nigga who's educated, who's also trapping and has $1 million
And
and
a
rides
degree.
and exposure.
Yeah, no.
Like
It don't work
that's.
like that.
If you live in Beverly Hills, maybe. But like, no, like this is real.
It's not always
Yeah.
you'll come across someone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I definitely don't want a hood nigga, but like obviously like I
Not-
want someone
you want
who's
someone
with the
tough,
shits, you
or
know?
someone like someone who
she
you
was
know
coming
you
with
can
that.
be on the
Y'all
road
want
with,
someone
and be
tough.
I
yo,
knew
like,
you were
man,
That's
I
the
coming
can
thing,
with
though.
crush
Y'all
anyone
want
you
someone
see.
tough, and then when it's time to pour out emotions, and he's still tough.
Yeah.
That's a tease.
I'm tough and I still show my emotions. I think
Yeah,
I'm a very
I've-
tough person. I'll be bumping my Chief Keef in the whip,
Let me-
you know.
that
but
don't
then
mean
I could
nothing.
switch-
That don't. You'll bump cheap on the way to church. That don't mean nothing. These niggas sell cocaine
Yeah, like,
and gun butt people.
this is
They
all
don't
they
care
know.
about you.
Some of the guys though who gangbang or whatever you want to call it are still vulnerable.
They are.
I've
yeah.
been with a guy who was still vulnerable, and I thought he was way too vulnerable.
And
but
I appreciate the hustle.
Yeah.
Like if you have a 9 to 5 and like
And
you're
still
still a little
intelligent.
trapping on and you're intelligent, you're still trapping on the side, boo, I support you,
Mhm.
okay?
Alright, so
That
the three of y'all, congratulations, because there's not a lot of Nipsey hustles out here.
Yeah,
okay?
there's,
Yeah,
so-
every
basically
female
Nipsey.
wants a Nipsey hustle. But
Oh,
like,
I would love one.
there's
Fuck.
there's just not that many to go around.
There's not a
Sorry,
lot.
limited edition.
Sorry.
Like you might find one, but like for the
Yeah.
most, and like because so many of y'all are looking for that same dude,
That same dude.
you
I
choose
know.
all of the wrong.
Like ladies,
like ladies,
get
save
over
me
it.
a baby father.
Listen to me. Listen to me. If he sells drugs, he can't read. Just get over it, okay?
That
Like,
is not true. That is not true. I know, you know, it's sad because a lot of the men in jail are intelligent as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, majority of black men in jail are intelligent. It's just they chose the wrong route. That's all it is. But how would you guys identify yourselves? Would you be considered the good guy or would you be considered a trifling guy? And why?
Have you ever been trifling
Back it
to a
up.
woman?
Back it up.
have you ever been trifling to him? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In what way?
In what way?
When I used to be a whore.
Okay,
Would you
Specifics.
what she said? Would you tell her that she is rare but treat her like she's common?
Oh, no, I'm too honest with that shit. I just...
but you give her the talks.
Obviously, I'm a flirtatious guy, you know, like, but at the same time, I'm very straight up. Like, I tell her my intentions, because, first of all, I don't know how y'all niggas do it, but I don't have time to waste. So, I'm gonna
kudos to you,
tell you straight up, listen, you know, like, I'm not looking for nothing special, you know, you're beautiful, da-da-da-da-da, but my intentions are not those intentions.
I
And
have a
think,
question.
I think females take that and still like, oh, like you never know. Like,
Disregard it.
I,
Yeah,
I,
that's
I
my
can
question.
Y'all
do
dumb
it,
as hell.
you know,
that's-
I could.
and that's why y'all be trying.
Yeah, and then y'all get hurt.
Because
Then y'all get hurt.
hold on. Let me. Because like he said, he would be like, yo, like you're cute, whatever, but like I'm just trying to hit. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing personal. Like if you're about it, I'm about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all will take that and say, yo, challenge accepted. Yo,
Yeah.
make this man my thing.
Yup.
And
I'ma cuff
then
him.
when you find out other females, you're hurt. But he literally told you day one,
Yeah.
this is just a fling.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
so
can't-
what if I just have a question because so what if you told her your intentions, 5 months ago, right?
Okay.
Within that time frame, you guys hang out all the time, you spend so much time together, you develop a friendship now. You kind of maybe look at her in a different light.
It's called
Based-
reassurance.
Huh?
It's called reassurance.
So would your intentions change from
Of
the
course.
beginning or
Yeah.
or would they stay the same?
No, they'll change. If I see a girl, I'm like, yeah, I'd smash. But then we actually like get to talk and get to hang out, and actually I realize she's cool and I vibe with it, and I start catching feelings. You have to reassure that, listen, okay, I know it was different back then, but I actually think that we could actually be something.
Case
Yeah,
closed.
But at the same time,
Case
you girls
closed.
are backwards.
How are we
If I
backwards?
say, yeah, I'm trying to hit, you want to get cuffed. If I say, I think you're special, we should be something, to go, ew, like, no, that's not me. You girls are backwards.
Yeah.
Why?
I think that
You girls are so smart when it comes to everything, but when it comes to niggas, y'all dumb. You girls will have a whole degree and let a nigga that doesn't know his ABCs play you. What sense does that make?
emotions, yo.
Y'all are
It's
different.
based
And
on
like
emotions.
honestly, as women, I feel like we want what we can't have, or like
Yeah.
if we know a nigga wants us, we're like, okay, like I'll just like put him to the side. Let's see if I can get this nigga.
one.
And if I can't, then I'm just gonna like go
Fuck it.
back.
But-
to this
but
guy.
when we
And I've
do
seen
it-
this,
It's true.
It's true.
But when
happens.
we
It's
do
true.
it, we're
Wait,
trifling.
let Patrice finish.
My bad, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
And then
you
when
do know
sorry,
that
I
it's
lost my
trifling.
train of thought. Yeah,
That's
it's
super
yes.
trifling.
That's the roster,
is,
though.
It is, yes.
Going
it
back to the
is,
roster.
We don't have a roster.
We,
We don't even have a roster, bro.
I can't relate.
And then when that guy
Please. They
and
have
then
a roster.
when we put the guy we put to the side, when
outta
he no longer wants us or is not contacting us as much, we will message them and we'll
and
just
start the whole thing over
yeah,
again.
just be like, where did you go? You know, and then fly away when
That's a
when we know
thing.
we have him again.
That's
Yeah.
the
And I can
dumbest
attest to
thing.
this
And that
because
is-
You wanna
I
know how- you wanna know how
have
guys
done
work?
this.
You wanna know how guys
I'm
work?
guilty.
Listen to me. You wanna know how guys work? We have a bunch of basketballs and 3 rims. All at once, we throw the balls at each rim.
Shoot
Okay.
shots.
Whichever one goes
Okay,
in, that's
that's
it.
it.
The other 2 dash way.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe
I
that.
don't believe
I
that.
don't
I
believe
feel
that
like
at all.
I've
Actually,
dealt with
that's-
enough
yeah,
guys to
that's
know I
not
don't believe
entirely-
that. I
that's not
don't think that
entirely
guys
true.
do that.
It's not entirely true.
And
We
if
do-
guys
Guys will
you're
be
rare.
throwing into all those 3 hoops and hitting all those 3 girls at the same
damn
time
time.
until someone catches an STI and then
Yeah,
they
and
want
then,
to say,
and then they're
Whoa,
out.
whoa.
And then they're out.
No.
and then
they're out. And then they're out. Until then, they will continuously
No.
shoot the shots
First off,
based on their needs on that day.
if if you are a male watching this video and you're out here just smashing whoever without like that's
Oh, yeah,
that's
they're
why
out
I
here.
wouldn't, that's why I can't do that, because like I
germophobic.
being, exactly.
Yeah, me
So
too.
being like protected, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like if I know you're not like getting checked on a consistent basis, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
even entertain. I don't care how attractive
It's
you
so
are.
important to ask
Like,
those questions too. Something's
yeah.
blocking the camera. Can you like
it's
fix that?
it's a laptop.
And then before, when you were mentioning like if you were for a shorty for 5 months and you
Yeah.
told her at the start that you guys weren't going to be anything specific, what I usually do is I check in like every month or so to see where we're at, where she is, where I'm at.
Every
If-
month. Wow, that's new.
It's good. to
Yeah,
have
so
those updates.
if I'm in a position where I feel like I'm leaning more towards like, hey, like we can be something, it's not like I would wait several months. Like we'd be talking about it every month. And I also need to see where she is at. If I see that she's slipping too far like into her feelings, I'll let her know that, hey, maybe we should cool off for a while.
See, but guys
Before-
don't do that.
before-
Yeah, that's a lot of guys
That's
don't
so
do
healthy.
that because they're like, okay, like I have her in the bag, you know, like, and the like
girls do the
it's
same
fire.
thing.
So
No, we don't. We definitely don't do that.
You don't wait.
if I see a guy,
don't think-
if I see a guy's falling too hard, like I'll fall back.
But will you let
I-
him know you're falling?
See,
back?
yeah, I don't. I just fall back. That's kind of like me showing you that it's not.
It's not.
It ain't it. But obviously, if you bring it up and you want to have that conversation, I'm open to it. But I don't know. I'm bad at.
See, the thing is about that is that girls want us to read their minds, though. Because you girls will fall back and expect us to, like, just know what's going on.
But guys fall back on me too. Guys
the
do
time.
that too. Like, oh,
But
like
yeah, but
I think
see-
she's getting too comfortable, and they'll just fall back. They don't even give me that conversation.
But if you don't give guys these conversations when you fall back, why should you expect them to do that?
Very
Exactly.
true. Very true.
But I still get upset.
Trifling.
Would you just let's say
Wow.
let's say you're in a stage of your life where you're not ready for a relationship, but you come across a female, right?
That was me.
Do you, although you're not ready for a relationship, maybe you're just ready to just entertain one person consistently. Are you open to notifying her that you are feeling her and that you have caught feelings for her? Or because you're not looking for a relationship still, you're not going to disclose to her if you're liking her or not because you don't want to, don't want to like bring her, you don't want to,
So do you guys
trick
keep
her.
one friends with benefits, or do you guys have multiple friends with benefits?
One.
Okay.
Multiple is, like I said, too much.
Do you tell her if you like her or not, even if you're not
You're
looking
not
for,
talking.
even if you're not looking for a relationship, you still tell her.
I tell her on onset what I'm looking for, and if she's somewhere different from the start, then I'll know, okay, like, I'll leave it alone. If she's like, okay, I'm down, and then later on, like I said, if I check in with her again and she's just like, you know what, like, I'm starting to feel like I want something more, but I'm not there yet, I'll let her know.
Let her know
and
what?
Let her know where I'm at. So if she says, okay, it's been 2 months, like, I really like you, like, I want something more, but I'm still not at that point, I'm gonna tell, like, yo, like, that's cool, but I'm still, like, focusing, like, on doing me right now. if you still want to keep what this is, that's fine.
That's
but just know that that's where I'm at. And if you want to fall back, that's cool. Like, I understand. Because, like, I don't like having my time wasted. So
but obviously, girls are not going to fall back. They're going to continue to stay in this situation.
Even if you tell her that.
They think that they can
it's
win
going to
you.
change. Yeah. And that's where y'all become
That's where it becomes...
You're getting monthly
Girls-
updates.
Girls
on
hurt
where we're
themselves,
at.
eh? Understand.
We have me plans, and
Girls
we
hurt
don't...
themselves.
If you can't meet it,
and we like even when we have
even if
we
you
do the
can't
me
meet it,
plans,
we still stay.
have our own me plans.
Y'all hurt yourselves.
So just
Y'all think y'all could change
we
the world, my
we
nigga.
do hurt ourselves. It's really sad.
And then when they hurt themselves, it's our fault, and all guys are dogs.
But I feel like that's just a part of learning, you know, like learning yourself. Like,
so when you,
it's a very long
don't say
lesson,
when you
but
learn
it's-
yourself, make sure you don't bash other guys while you're learning yourself. Because girls tend to do that. Girls will be like, they know they're broken and they still hurt. They see a guy that's toxic and they get horny. Like, I don't know what it is with y'all, but y'all love this shit. Toxic nigga, you know he's toxic, and y'all think y'all are like Dr. Phil or some shit.
Yeah.
That could change some shit.
They
No,
take every
I'm
guy's
over
like a
those
project.
days.
You're like, yo, like...
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's depending on age, you have different perspectives on everything, and I feel like just your 20s in general, like you keep going back and forth until one day, and I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but I think that one day before I like touch 30, I'll finally get an epiphany and be like, okay, like I'll have like a set in place like standard, and I will be standing
30.
firm on it. Like, yeah, like I feel like around like 27, 28, I'll finally come to like a realization and actually practice that like consistently and be dedicated to that type of moral. But right now I'm still learning. Like, I'm 23, I'm so young. I'm actually still learning everything, and I'm not perfect at anything. But right now I feel like I still entertain guys who I know their intentions are not what I want, but I still entertain them because I think that eventually like maybe it'll turn into something or something like that.
Stop doing that.
But
What
that's
is
where
it-
I am right now.
What is it that fuels that? Like, what do you get it in your heads that maybe... Is it because
Because
is
they're
it tied
showing-
to
Because they're
how-
still entertaining me. They're still it's not even
But
like
here's
it's a
the thing, though.
one-sided
Here's
thing.
the thing, though. You guys are watching two different TV shows. Like, the entertainment's different. We're entertaining y'all because, you know, we just want
You guys genuinely just fuck with us.
And then you guys want entertainment as in thinking that we're going to get married. You guys are weird.
Okay, I'm not thinking about marriage.
You guys
No, but
move
you're
that.
You're thinking of, you know, things getting serious.
Yes.
Meanwhile, he's just looking at you as, yo, like, she's around.
My friend, she's around. Yeah.
So what is it like? Where do women get that trait from? That's like, yo, a nigga says he doesn't want me. Nah, I'm a cop. Like, why is it like
Girls,
why is it a personal?
girls
challenge?
think with their heart and guys think with their dick. That's basically what it is. That's what all it is.
For me in the past, when I was trying to like get a guy, even though I knew like that it just wasn't gonna be it, is because I liked it's where I was in life. Like, I was going through a bad time, you know, and like that person was someone that like got me out of that kind of, you know, and like I really felt like the relationship was like strong, like just as friends. Like, I could talk to him openly, whatever. Like, the communication was good. The sex was bang, you know, like everything just seemed on point. So I was like, yo, like I could really like see myself with this person, you know. No. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not saying
Knowing
my bad.
knowing that obviously it wasn't gonna go that way, and it took me a year and a half to finally like come to my senses and be like, okay, Patrice, like you can't stay in this flimsy relationship, you know, you're better than this. But like I feel like he came into my life for a reason. He taught me things, and I definitely taught him things as well. And we both came to that understanding, you know. So like we had our time together, and like that was it. We came into each other's lives
for a reason.
Teach each other a lesson.
They don't always have to stay.
You weren't my forever. And like I had to come to that realization myself. No one else can do that to you, but for you, except for you. So that's where
life is a learning process.
Maybe that's
It's just the fact that sometimes y'all just set it up for yourselves. Like,
because I feel like we think so much. Like I'll start talking to a guy, and like I'll be like, okay, so where do you think that we'll be in 5 years? Or like, if this guy was my husband, like how would our relationship be? You know, could I see this guy as my husband? I think of that. You
I
know?
don't think
I really
anything is
number one?
wrong with that.
no, not
5
from conversation
years.
number one, but like if I'm thinking, if
I
I'm
don't-
starting to
5
feel this guy,
years.
Okay.
then I'll have like these future. I think I'm a very future person. You know, I like to plan.
You think
I
longevity?
think
I do
everyone
think
should
long
think
term.
like
That's
that
fine.
though, because it prevents you from wasting time. But if both parties aren't thinking like that, then it's imbalanced already from the jump.
Right.
But I just personally think that's a healthy way to approach any type of situation. I think my grandma would want me to think like that. I really do. I think that she would want me to think long term with a person opposed to short term. But
Like,
again,
I
live
do
in the
say
moment.
live in the moment,
Live in
but have that conversation about your intentions. Like,
Yeah.
do you see me in your future? You can still see me in your future, and we're living for now.
And
I'm
nothing
not
has to
saying-
happen.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm not saying that. Oh, like you're gonna put a ring on it tomorrow, but I just like to know like where your head's at and what you're doing, so that my emotions can be in
Yeah.
check.
This is in reference to people you're actually like seeing on a deeper level, not just
Yes.
people you meet. And you
No.
decide to-
This
Okay.
is someone you're talking to.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you're hanging out with on a consistent basis.
All right, that's fair.
But yeah, I definitely think women are trifling in the way like we do talk to multiple men.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm.
But
like,
men talk to multiple women. I think everyone's the same.
Okay,
I
why
feel
do you-
like
okay,
everyone's the
thing.
same.
I
Like I
don't
don't
know.
feel like there's
Why?
anything different about that.
Why do y'all put up this front like? Well, I'm not saying it's. I guess it's not general, but women will do this thing where they're like, "Oh, my phone's dry. I got no niggas. Nobody's talking to me."
Yeah.
And that sets up, like, if you're on a social media site, every other nigga that
Yeah.
likes
Hit
you up.
jump in.
Yeah.
So what is that? Is that like a tool to rebuild your roster?
Yeah.
Like,
a
if
thirst
it's-
trap.
It's an alley oop.
Because like,
I don't do that.
because
If
there's-
I
that's-
don't do that.
I
but-
feel like if that's her intention, I mean, I can't relate, but if that's her intention, then maybe. But some girls are just sexy and they want to express themselves on social media, and it's not to get anyone. It's not to cap.
Oh yeah,
Like,
like
it's
when I
not
post
to-
little sexy photos, it's not like for anyone. Obviously,
not for
like
anybody.
everyone's in my messages, but like not anyone that I want in particular.
Yeah, and
you
if
know?
if your eye as a male catches her ass, then it catches her ass, and she probably would say thank you in response. But that doesn't mean that she's doing it for you or trying to get your attention.
No, she's doing it for herself, obviously. But like,
Oh
those
God,
sorts of-
Dad!
He's bumping.
Oh my
chilling.
God!
Bumping. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
just hope
Like,
it. Okay.
You're
when like between doing it for
Shade.
yourself
My
and
auntie,
just
yeah.
doing it for attention, I think it's a fine line. Because you can post something and you're just like you're feeling yourself, and then there's a difference between posting something knowing you're gonna get like 10 blue boxes on
Yeah.
Snapchat.
yeah,
So do you,
I think like. What do I think?
do you guys have? Let's say
What
it's
do I
your
think?
woman, right?
Okay. Oh.
And before you, this is just her lifestyle. She posts pictures of herself, you know, not naked, but almost partially naked, to express herself again. Once I said it's not for anyone's attention or anyone's feedback or to capture men's eyes. It's just for herself. Would you tell your woman, now that you're dating her, to stop producing those photos and that content? Or would you
as much as
encourage her to
No.
remain herself
No.
like she was before you
No.
and continue to put out that content?
I'm sorry. I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I'll tell her chill out with it. I don't tell her like if you making a bag off it, then do you, boo boo. I support you. Go ahead.
So you're gonna support her because she's making money.
yeah, if it's her income, yeah.
I feel
So if
it's
it's
her
just,
job,
but what if
yeah.
it's just like something she just does? That's her hobby. Like she's a model and she takes.
If she's a model,
I
that's
think there's a
fine.
fine line.
If she's a
There's
model,
a-
that's fine. If she's doing it to post on IG so you can get a few clicks, then no, forget all that.
that's a conversation that you should be having before y'all are even dating.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
you need to figure
Yeah, you
out where
gotta be
she's
aware
at
of
with
that.
that before. Like you figure out if she's doing it like for work, self-interest,
Right?
and then you make your choice of because you have to know yourself as a guy. If some guys will get with fine girls all the time, but they can't handle everything that comes with dating a fine girl. So
Right.
if you get a fine girl and you can't deal with the fact that
Facts.
she's got multiple niggas after her every day.
Mm-hmm.
If she already told you that she's cool, like she can handle it,
Yo.
and you still can't deal with it, then you
Some
shouldn't be
niggas
with
don't
her.
understand
That's
that.
where communication comes in, trust comes in, and like, because there's always gonna be a nigga that wants your girl, like regardless, you know,
Especially
like,
if she's beautiful
unless,
and good
yeah,
looking
exactly. So if
appealing.
you did all that to get her, right? You know that there's obviously other niggas doing that same thing because they want her. So if you can't deal with what comes with her, and it's not even like I feel like we get in trouble because they're like, oh, like, why is he messaging you that, you know? I don't think it's what he's messaging.
No.
It's how she's responding.
Exactly, it's how she's responding. So,
Yeah.
Don't attack her first.
yeah.
Maybe try to analyze the situation before you become trifling
Nah,
and be an
it's-
asshole.
It's true, and like it's something that a lot of guys tend to overlook when they deal with these fine shorties. Like they get her, and then everything that she's doing before they met her, how she
Now
was dressing. Now it becomes you can't wear that.
Yeah.
And she's not gonna
And
she's not gonna conform
she
to that.
shouldn't do that because
She shouldn't.
That's how
she
you were
moves.
attracted to her. So
Facts.
now that she's with you, that's
Facts.
not gonna change. Certain things can be toned down. Like if she was like doing the most before, then obviously, you know, you guys can have a discussion about that. But like things like how she was dressing, whatever, as long as it's not overly provocative, like she's going out with next to nothing, that's what you signed up for. Fact.
To me,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm not gonna tell you go put on no turtleneck, you know, like, you know, if you sexy, dress sexy, do your
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But just know I'm gonna slap your ass every time a guy walks by, cause that's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah,
It's a,
Do that, and
it's
you
a
could do
respect
that.
thing too, though. Like, I don't think that every time you go out, you need to have like your like tits out
Nothing
or like
on.
your ass
Yeah,
out.
no,
You know,
yeah,
like there's
no.
like, you know, like dress sexy sometimes, obviously, but yeah, like there's a respect level there that you need to have for.
So to end
Yeah.
this off, how would you guys define yourself? You didn't really answer the question. So are you trifling or are you a good guy?
Go ahead.
In this present moment right now, it's okay. It's okay
I'm
to
be
be
honest.
vulnerable
No.
and acknowledge.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm
what
gonna keep it 100 with
status
you.
are
I'm
right
gonna keep it
now.
100 with you. I used to be a trifling nigga, but then I found me one, and when I find my one, every other thing disappears. So now I'm a good nigga. Before I used to be, you know, fuck busy getting money. Like obviously, like, I had nothing to like care about. Like I'm a promoter. I do my music, you know.
Phoenix.
So now, yeah, I have a main one, just like fuck everybody else. So.
True. What about you, Lisa?
Me. Is there like an in between?
See? Period.
Is there an
that's-
in
I like
between?
that. That's
Because
very real.
I think I'm in. I genuinely think I'm in between. I'm like still living my single life, but at the same time, like I want something. But again, I'm not gonna like chase it. So I'm entertaining like both lives at the same time. I'm in
Yeah.
between.
Okay.
I'm not either or.
She part-time trifling, you know.
I'm dead. Stop it, Patrice.
Yeah, I think I'm in between too. Like, I feel like I can be trifling in the way where like I'll like go out with a nigga, you know, because I know that he's gonna like just take me out and what I want in the moment,
Yeah.
you know. But shut up.
We're single. We're single.
But definitely, if like that guy comes along and like I'm really feeling him, you know, I plan to be loyal and
Yeah.
very committed
You better plan to be
in my
loyal,
next
fool.
relationship. So yeah, we're definitely gonna work on that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say I'm in the middle too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
do you?
I've never really been trifling, and that's because I've had so much
I get that. I get that
foresight
energy
from
off of you.
Yeah.
everybody else that I've encountered. Because I have a lot of friends, I know a lot of people, and a lot of their experiences just show me like there's really no.
Yes, he listens to my
no
stories
real
all the time.
positive- Oh yeah, she's got a lot going on.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just never been a thing for me. So I'd say I've pretty much just been a good
Good
Yeah,
guy.
good
good
guy.
guy.
We need more guys like Jay
Yes,
in the
and
world.
so we're not judging either, squad. We're just encouraging you guys to, for me, I'm encouraging you to be vulnerable and express yourself and acknowledge your flaws and just better yourself.
And then that's how you get curved.
No, the right one will accept you for who you are.
Okay. All right.
Patrice, you want to end it off with anything?
No.
Okay, so this is Shalisa Marie Radio, episode 34, Trifling Women.
Oh.
I hope you guys don't think I'm too trifling, though.
No,
Like,
we're in between.
Yeah, I don't.
It might
Definitely.
feel a little too...
No, like, I'm definitely a nice person, you know? Like, I genuinely do like going out with people and getting to know people and stuff like that, you know? But... And if I'm not feeling you, I'm not going to go out of my way to waste my time and be with someone that I don't really care to be with just because they're spending money on me, you know? We need to have, like, a genuine connection for me to continue on, you know? And that's what I think the world should be more. I think people should be more genuine.
Yeah.
And not just selfish. I think that's what's wrong with the world. We're very
Closed
selfish
off
people. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
express yourself, you
and
know?
experience different things. You don't even like, maybe something taboo will, like, draw your attraction.
We're getting to an end of a decade, guys,
Yeah, we're getting
so
to the end of it. Times are about to change.
It's gonna be 2020.
Times are about to change. I feel like our generation is going to be just so different because once the old heads are off this earth and in heaven, our generation takes over, and it's going to be a completely different era. So again, just to raise this this note, make sure you guys vote, because that, like, you voting affects our future and our future kids. So make sure you educate yourself on, you know, who you're voting for, the parties that you're voting for. I'll link the link to, like, how they break down how each party is supporting all these categories like housing, trades, childcare, healthcare, and so on. Like, I really think that you guys should take part in this vote and change, you know, like, help us and our kids, because it's extremely important. Anyways, this is Shalisa Marie Radio, episode 34. We'll be back next Thursday at 9 p.m. And for now,
We out.
we out.